Let's bring in Congressman Darrell Issa on this. Congressman, what do you know about Code Pink and this investigation?
Well, Code Pink has been an organization that has, made our lives miserable here on the Hill for more than 2 decades. What's really concerning is a clear link to Communist China, a clear link to money that is to the benefit of Communist China. And it's the kind of situation where, it's okay to have an opinion here in America, but it has to be an American opinion. If it's a foreign opinion, there are registration requirements, transparency requirements, but most importantly, you can't create the environment they've created, which is very hostile all over the country, and cover up the fact that it's really a foreign agent trying to create havoc here in the United States.
China to provide funding or in any way influence groups like Code Pink? Is this kind of their MO?
Both China and Russia have used these surrogates for years. The important thing about China is that they have virtually unlimited financial resources. Using their government-owned enterprises, they can funnel money any number of ways. They can create millionaires here in the United States and then have those millionaires give if they're communist-oriented.
Yeah, it's interesting because the response from Code Pink was, you're just trying to silence anyone who dissents. How would you respond to that?
Well, Code Pink typically shows up, at least here on the Hill, in our hearings, and yells and screams and shuts down our ability to have witnesses make their case. So when it comes to free speech, they're the first to try to drop it. But in the case of Congress's legitimate need to know and the subpoenas and the investigations we're doing, it's our constitutional responsibility, and nobody's going to thwart us.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on, Congressman. The White House is calling for House Republicans to withdraw their subpoenas against the Biden family. How will you respond to that?
Biden family members with no real services being provided, and then appears at least 200,000 and more alleged to have flown to Joe Biden, now president. That constitutes a legitimate reason to follow the money back and forth to find out whether, in fact, it is bribery. So I don't think there's any question. It couldn't be more square on an impeachable offense. We're not saying that he did it, but we certainly have an obligation to follow the money, and that's all our teams are doing.
And where does the investigation stand right now? How close are you to reaching a conclusion?
Well, many people have already reached the conclusion that the money flowed into James and Hunter and other Bidens to the benefit of Joe Biden, and that Joe Biden, now president, when he was vice president, and we believe even now, continue to have policies that can't be explained except as benefiting those who flowed money to them. And if that's the case, then I think we've got a strong case for the appearance of bribery, but we don't make those allegations without sort of double, triple checking them. And that's what the committees are doing, is running the financials, looking for the additional information to substantiate what appears to be a family operation.
So is this going to lead up to the election primary season, Congressman?
Well, if they would stop thwarting us, it could be done sooner, not later. But they are thwarting us. And anytime your reaction is to say, well, withdraw your subpoenas, we got to those subpoenas after negotiations broke down over many, many, many months of the committees trying to be reasonable with what we wanted and what we should receive. So it's really on the Biden side. If they wanted to go into campaign season, continue obstructing us. If they want it over, cooperate, and we'll get it done quickly.
All right, we'll leave it right there. But Congressman Darrell Issa of California, thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning.
Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving.